Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam and welcome back to a brand new NBA video today here on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about what is next for the Philadelphia 76ers. Of course, the Sixers lost in 7 games to the Atlanta Hawks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. And that begs the question, what is next for this team? What realistic moves can they make to help them compete for a championship? I'm going to be talking all about that in today's video. If you guys are brand new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. And of course, guys, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That would be great. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So it's very important to know that the Philadelphia 76ers have been tanking for years, and these last couple of years they have really been trying to make a push and really win a championship. Now, of course, the tanking got them great players like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, but I really don't think a team in Philly needs to tank. In my opinion, for a team to justify tanking, they have to be in a small market, but again, the Sixers are in Philadelphia, one of the biggest markets in the NBA, so I really didn't think intentionally losing games in the whole process was a great idea. And even though the Sixers were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, they flamed out in the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks, completely choking in multiple games late in the series, and obviously ended up losing to the Hawks in 7 games. And probably the main reasons why the Philadelphia 76ers lost to the Atlanta Hawks was because of Ben Simmons' play. Ben Simmons has been known to not play well in the playoffs just because his play style, not shooting the ball, being very passive, it can work in the regular season again against those terrible teams, but when it comes to the playoffs and a team can play up to 7 times, Ben Simmons is not going to be as effective. Just his overall lack of aggressiveness is so pathetic for a 6'10" point guard who's really a power forward to be taking 4 or 5 shot attempts in game 6 and in game 7, one of the biggest games of your career, is just flat out unacceptable. It seems like everybody in the NBA space right now wants Ben Simmons to be traded, and I totally agree with that. I think Ben Simmons should have been traded years ago. I really do think the fit with Joel Embiid is just flat out terrible. You have a 6'10" point guard that refuses to shoot the ball, not even shoot 3-pointers, not mid-ranges, but just shoot the ball in general. And then you have one of the best post players in the NBA in Joel Embiid. I mean, Ben Simmons is just killing Joel Embiid's spacing. If you put a spot-up shooter on the court in place of Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid would have so much more space to operate. And we all know that Ben Simmons is a liability in the end of the games because he will be fouled intentionally. And we definitely understand that Ben Simmons shooting free throws late in the game is not good for the Sixers at all. We know about the 4-14 game against the Atlanta Hawks. So Ben Simmons really can't be trusted in the late fourth quarter games. He clogs up the paint. He can't shoot 3-pointers. And where is the improvement from Ben Simmons? Where is the actual offensive leap everybody's been waiting for since his rookie year? When is he finally going to start being aggressive all season long? Because right now, it's not even about the jump shot. It's not about the mid-range jumper. It is just being aggressive, driving to the rim like Giannis. Giannis can't really shoot 3-pointers, not a great mid-range shooter, not great at post fadeaways, but Giannis drives super hard. He's really aggressive driving to the rim, and he is a 2-time MVP in the NBA Finals right now. Ben Simmons, of course, needs a jump shot at some point, but right now, him being aggressive is a lot more important. And I also wonder if the Philadelphia 76ers are going to try to trade Ben Simmons during the offseason or wait right before the trade deadline, try to build up his trade value a little bit more, because right now Ben Simmons' trade value is probably at the lowest it's ever been. So a lot of teams probably aren't willing to give up their best package for Ben Simmons right now, but if the Philadelphia 76ers do keep Ben Simmons until the trade deadline, they can build up his value and then trade him for even more assets. I know a lot of Sixers fans really want to get Damian Lillard, but I don't really see the Portland Trailblazers giving up Damian Lillard in like any package at all for Ben Simmons, because Damian Lillard is one of the top 10 players in the NBA. He is their franchise player. They want to try to win a championship with Damian Lillard as their guy. I'm almost positive that Dame is going to stay in Portland, but CJ McCollum could be traded for Ben Simmons, and I think that would be a great thing for the Philadelphia 76ers. CJ McCollum is a great shot creator. He can shoot mid-range shots, shoot 3-point shots. He can average 20-21 points a game and be a borderline all-star, and also provide great spacing for Joel Embiid. Also, Doc Rivers isn't that great of a coach. I wasn't a big fan of the hiring at all, but they still were the #1 seed. In my opinion, Doc Rivers probably should be fired, but he's not going to get fired. He had 1 season, they were the #1 seed, and they made it to the second round of the playoffs. So I would be very shocked if Doc Rivers does get fired, but I think it would be the right move. Some notable free agents for the Sixers include Dwight Howard, Danny Green, and Furkan Korkmaz. I think Danny Green and Dwight Howard should be brought back. Again, Korkmaz can shoot, but not too great defensively. I think Danny Green and Dwight Howard, though, were really good for the Sixers this year. Dwight Howard, you can play him in short minutes. He can catch lobs, play defense, block shots, and just overall, I think he's really good in the locker room compared to what he used to be. And also, Danny Green had a great season, a decent perimeter defender. He can also shoot threes very well. He was also injured versus the Atlanta Hawks, so that definitely hurt them in that series as well. Tyrese Maxey was also very good for the Sixers in the playoffs. I really liked his aggressiveness. He was not scared to shoot the ball like Ben Simmons was. So potentially, if the Philadelphia 76ers traded Ben Simmons for like a CJ McCollum type player, I could definitely see Tyrese Maxey being the starting point guard. I think he would fit right in. It would only be his second season, but Doc Rivers seemed very confident with him in the playoffs as a rookie, playing Maxey in big time minutes, and he really shined in Game 6 versus the Atlanta Hawks. Other than that, I think the Sixers are in a really good spot right now. They have a great core of players: Joel Embiid, Seth Curry, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been great last season, very efficient. Matisse Thybulle is one of the best defenders in the NBA, and Seth Curry really impressed me during the NBA playoffs. I think he shot like 60% from 3 in the postseason. It was something absolutely ridiculous. Seth Curry, one of the best shooters of all time. He's a Curry. He can shoot the ball. So definitely Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle, all those guys are great. And in my opinion, just trading Ben Simmons, keeping Dwight Howard, keeping Danny Green, and adding other free agents will really help this Philadelphia 76ers team. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on what's next for the Philadelphia 76ers. Make sure to comment down below, what is the #1 priority for the Sixers this offseason? How can they make a championship run next year? If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. And of course, guys, make sure to drop a like on the video. That would be great. And if you do want to watch more of my NBA videos, I'm going to leave an end screen right when this video finishes to 2 of my previous uploads that I think you guys would really enjoy. So have a great rest of your day, guys. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out. Peace.